Welcome back to the Two Alphas. Today we're going to talk to you about children and guns. What is the right age to teach a child about firearms? There's two different things. One, teaching about firearm safety, and two, how to actually shoot. So we kind of fall around 10 years old.
Yeah.
Right? 10 years old is a good age to start shooting, but there's no age when to start.
Except for you in Chicago. But go ahead now.
Well, Chicago, New York, Baltimore. Anyway, so what you want to do is you want to start instilling the 4 rules of gun safety right from the beginning. So that way children understand. One of the better programs in the country right now, regardless of what you think about the major organization, is the NRA's Eddie Eagle program.
Mm-hmm.
That program is great, and what it does is teaches young people, especially when they find strange guns, to run away and find an adult. Leave it there. Nobody has to stand guard of it. Just go away, find an adult, and tell them where it is. That will help in probably 98% of the cases where children find guns. They find guns, they're inquisitive, they start playing with the gun. Next thing the gun goes off and somebody's dead.
Yep, they killed themselves.
They kill themselves.
right.
Just recently, in the news, you can see there's 3 or 4 parents that were killed.
Right, because parents are just as ignorant as children are when it comes to gun safety. So if you're going to get the child a gun safety course, you as a parent better sit your happy butt in it and learn something too, because you think you know about gun safety and you don't.
Right.
So I don't care if you're a law enforcement, firefighter, or astronaut. Take that gun safety course unless you are very proficient in firearms. And if you're not, take it.
Gun safety is everybody's responsibility, not just the parent. You're the parent, you're responsible for your child. So you have to teach that child to stay away from guns, not to pick up stranger guns, because you can allow your child to go into a friend's house. The friend's parent has guns secreted in the couch, guns in the refrigerator,
Yep.
guns underneath the desk,
Yep.
guns on magnets underneath
Yep.
places, right?
Yep.
Now these kids find it.
And they smoking a blunt, getting high while they. Remember that video?
Yeah, that was a recent one. There was a video
Right.
going around. It looked like they were partying,
Yeah,
having a
they
good
were.
time. And all of a sudden, the little dude finds a gun in between the
couch,
love seat
yeah.
and pulls the gun out.
Right.
And he turns around and he's flagging and
It was
pointing it at
loaded.
everybody. And it was a loaded gun.
It was loaded.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's a dangerous situation that's uncalled for. And that's the problem. What we try to mitigate is the uncalled for incidents. Not these, accidents happen, but those accidents that you set up yourself, hiding a gun in the kitchen, hiding a gun in the kitchen drawer, hiding a gun underneath the seat, and then you have visitors over and you didn't make that room or that house
Secure.
childproof.
Right.
Right.
So if you carry a gun 24/7, 7 days a week, whatever, and your life doesn't depend on it because you're not a law enforcement officer like myself, keep that gun on you. Keep it on you. Take it off when you go to sleep. When you wake back up, put it on. It's not unsecure inside anywhere in that house. I am not a fan of leaving a firearm around in the house unsecured, unlocked, because I may be running from room to room fighting somebody. That's not going to happen.
Nope.
If I carry my firearm on me and engage and take care of the target right away, I don't have to worry about a lot. So there's a lot of you guys out there, you want to put guns in every single room, in the cabinet, the dishwasher, whatever. It gets a little bit ridiculous because, like I said, if you have family to come over for family reunion
Yep.
or someone's
Impromptu. Somebody
Right.
just pops up and they got 4 kids.
Yeah.
And the kid's inquisitive. They're not going to just sit there. Even if you put them in a room, they're walking around, they're searching. This couch is bumpy. They reach under the couch, there they have a loaded pistol in their hand.
right, and that's when the accident happened. Tragedy is going to happen, and now you're going to have one of your family members losing their life, or whatever. is
Scarred for
gonna
life
happen.
now.
Scarred for life.
Bullets leave marks
Right.
all the time, whether you're shooting cardboard or people.
And you're going to go to jail because now you just left that firearm unsecured in the house with small children.
Add an insult to injury.
Right, and you will lose your gun rights too. So there's something to think about. I mean, if you carry a gun and your kids are curious, don't try to hide it from them. Show the kids gun safety classes. They got videos you can watch if you don't want to take a class, and they can actually learn about it.
It's on free on YouTube.
Yeah, there's a lot of them free on YouTube, and teach them that it's dangerous. Also keep it in a lock box where they do not have a combination to it, especially if you got children that's on some special medication like ADD or whatever, all this other Ritalin. If they're on that kind of stuff, you really need to keep your firearms very secure now, because that child may have a bout of depression, or if you got kids with depression, it needs to be locked up secure, or you probably don't need to be owning a firearm if you can't control your child. And because that child will get that firearm, either commit mass murder in that house or themselves. So you got to think about a lot when you have a special needs child mentally affected.
And it's also not for everyone else that you secure your firearms, that you should know where they are at all times in a secure place. You know, I understand if you have that lifestyle and you have to be ready at all times. You never know when the cartel is sending men after you. Got you. If that's the way you live, then you should get those children out of your house if you care about them.
Right. And like I said, the proper age to start is 10.
Shooting.
Shooting. You can get
That's our recommendation.
You can get a 22 and start them off there and take them to the range and let them learn that, or an
Airsoft, BB gun.
airsoft or BB gun. Let them learn that, and but don't go out and get a 10-year-old and give them a 300 blackout and let them shoot. That's kind of ridiculous. So it's overkill.
And it should start with the fundamentals, and it should start with something that they can handle and it's properly fitted. You know, we see people where they put the rifle and the stock on the back of the kid so the kid pull the trigger. That's ridiculous. Make sure that the gun is fixed and properly fitted for that child. And if the child's too small, they have to wait.
Right. So they shouldn't be shooting a 50 cal.
Right.
Thank you for the support. Thank you for the likes. Got any questions, shoot us and hit us up on the internet, YouTube, Rumble. And
We'll see you on the range.
yep, see you on the range.